All right, so welcome everyone. Welcome to Doushin Talk. My name is Gadu Doushin. I'm a Spring Forest Qigong master and master teacher. And I'm also owner of Heart of Tao Resonance Art, which is my private practice. So in this Doushin Talk, we're going to talk about softness. So what is that, softness? So I've been studying Tao Te Ching for a while. So Tao Te Ching is the book about Taoism. And as you might know, Qigong is really come from the tradition of Taoism too. So it's a good one to study. And in it, there's a phrase say, the nature of Tao is soft. And it's kind of got me thinking about like how we can approach our life with sense of softness. So if you don't know what the Tao means, so Tao is the way the Chinese ancestors, thought of like what is the source, what is the universe, what is this everything all about? They said, so this is something indescribable, it's unknown. So they just call it Tao. So in our practice, we call it universe. But even when we say universe, it's not just a physical universe, but means kind of everything. Sometimes masculine use of a divine, or in Buddhism, they call it emptiness. It's all kind of the same meaning. But I like the word Tao because the Tao, it also means the way or the path. So the Taoism is not just about getting somewhere, but it's a path. It's your own like path of your life. So I love the word. And it's really interesting that the first, things you find in the Tao Te Ching is the Tao can be described is not true Tao. So the ancestors already realized what we can say about things, what we can think about things is not enough to really describe this everything. But you can experience it, So that's why in our practice too, what we say is very simple, but what we experience is indescribable for most cases. So Tao is soft. The nature of Tao is soft. And Tao is also nature. It's like a law of nature too. So if you think of it, the nature is also soft. So then what is hardness then? Because Tao Te Ching also said, the hard can break, but soft can yield and change shape. But hardness is everywhere, right? But mostly our hardness is about our beliefs, our thought, our ideas. This is how things are. This is how things have to be. And a lot of times, we grew up, basically we are conditioned to believe hard is good, right? Since you're kids, they say study hard, work hard. Working hard is a good thing. No one ever told you, work soft. Approach life with softness. No one say that. Everybody tell you, work hard. But then the idea of hardness come to extreme, then we just overdo it. Because there is no sense of softness ever presented to us. So the harder, the better. But really, Qigong is about aligning yourself with nature, aligning yourself with Tao. So approach in itself is very soft. But because we are conditioned to believe hard is good, that we actually bring the approach into our Qigong practice as well. So you just say, okay, I just need to do this for 2 hours. I'm working really hard. Must be good. Right? And people really think, sometimes people really freak out when Master Lin said, especially people with cancer and stuff like that, Master Lin sometimes said, you need to practice 4 or 5 hours a day. And the hard approach is like, okay, if I practice exactly 4 hours, not 1 minute less, then I'm going to heal myself. But then, instead, if you actually think of more softly, 4 or 5 hours a day, how can I bring that into my life? I can do it 10 minutes here, I can do it half an hour here, or maybe I can do an hour here, 5 minutes here. I can practice Qigong driving. I can practice Qigong cooking, eating. Because what really Master Lin is saying when he say practice 4 or 5 hours a day means you need to bring your awareness into yourself 4 or 5 hours a day at least. Because those hard people tend to bring awareness always out, looking for, okay, so I'm sick now, so then I need to do this therapy and that therapy and this therapy and that therapy. Okay, how can I fit Qigong into this? Oh my gosh, I'm stressed out. I've met so many people like that. But those who actually succeeded doing Qigong, I'm like, oh yeah, I just decide to do it like this and like that. And I really enjoy it. And when people start enjoying this time that they take and just be with yourself, sometimes just doing this, sometimes just sitting and doing small universe, and they stop considering it's chore. Because we never get bored, or we never consider breathing a chore, right? It's something you have to do to survive, and something you do, whether you like it or not. And when you be able to breathe, it feels really good. If you consider Qigong practice like that, if you actually can get to the place where you do Qigong like you're breathing, that's really an ultimate goal of Qigong practice. In Taoism, it's called Wu Wei. Wu Wei means everything is get accomplished without you trying to do anything. Because then no longer you have to put any effort of like, oh, I have to do this. But it's just, you just do. Whether you're actually moving your arm or not. Whether you're actually sitting and doing small universe or not. You're constantly doing this. Because it's just became part of you. And that's approach of softness, right? But to get there, you have to start in the beginning. But once you're to the point, then you have to let go of this idea, the harder the better, more the better. And then you need to approach your Qigong practice and your life with sense of softness. Because unconditional love is soft, right? You never feel like, oh, unconditional love, I feel so hard. Flexibility, humility, gratitude, creativity. It's not hard, it's soft. And so we have to actually change the way we look at things in our life. Be flexible, you know. It's funny because like I listen to sometimes people who are super, super smart, you know, and then in Japan, you know, especially they have a college exam that's really hard. So some of them are going to this amazing, you know, smart people school. And some of them say, you know, like, oh, I just studied so hard and hard and hard. And some people say, you know, I studied hard, but I try to find a way to make it fun, to learn, so I don't get bored. And those people who actually trying to find a way, to make it, approach things from a different angle. They're very successful at it too. So really start approaching, thinking about softness when you approach your life. But softness doesn't mean loose, right? Sometimes people, our mind goes either this or that. Okay, it's not hard and it's loose, just like blah. But not true. The softness we are talking about, soft, but it still can actually come back up. It can mend, but it also have a strength too. So our Qigong practice is really becoming more like that. Master Ling introduced the idea of a song, Qigong relaxation. The somewhere between tension and relaxation in your body. That's where the qi flow most efficiently. Idea of void, this sense of being and not being. So our practice itself is shifting more, more with a lot more clarity too. So always find this balance, a middle ground. And if you're really approaching things hard, or if you're saying things like, oh, you gotta do it hard, or if you're doing it to yourself, then you step back and say, is it really? Maybe I can just step back a little bit. Maybe be kind to myself a little bit more. Maybe it can be okay to get a little lazy. Give a little time just watching TV, not thinking anything. Maybe just we need this time to really unwind. Because the spring never works if you're just pushing or if you're just pulling. Spring's function is because we can do this. If you stay this long, or if you stay this too long, then spring stops functioning and stop being flexible. So we need to recondition ourselves so we can actually be more flexible, soft, can mend in any shape without just falling apart. And our ideas about hardness is also very relative too, right? We consider things hard, like for example, like material things. We consider it's hard because for us, it's hard. The rocks are hard. Because if you smack on it, it's hurt. Oh, okay, it's hard. But the wind and water can start chipping away these rocks over years and years, change shapes. And valleys are created, mountains are shaped. Is it hard, really? We think our body is hard, but just because we think it. But our body is made of cells, you know that? Cells made of molecules, molecules made of atoms, atom made of even smaller particles. And then people knows, it's just energy. Some energy and this wonderfully mysterious world, energy, sometimes behave like wave, sometimes behave like a particle. So if we meet some creature who can actually see much more fine things, we are actually a bunch of empty space. So our idea that we think we are solid, hard being may be questionable. So then, our ideas about blockages, our illness, tumor, those things we think it's hard. But if we change our perspective, it actually isn't that hard. Same way, we think it's our existence, our sense of being is hard, right? Because I know I'm here right now. But if you start wondering, like, what is this idea of me being here right now? It actually can get very vague because our memory keeps changing too, right? We have some things, some event in our life. You probably have had that experience. You remember it like this, but if you ask somebody else, it may be a completely different story. So maybe our way of thinking who we are or what we are is not as solid as we think it is. And also, we tend to believe, I'm like this and just like this. But we are constantly changing too, constantly growing. Our way of looking at things change. Maybe at some point when you were younger, you had this kind of opinion about this thing. But over years with the experience and that, you have this kind of opinion now. You may have a completely opposite way of looking at things, So our actual being might be a lot softer than we think it is. So today's meditation, I'm going to guide you and really feel this softness inside. All right, so find a comfortable position. And close your eyes, put a gentle smile on your face, and relax your whole body. Keep your palms up if you can, and stretch your fingers a little. You can rest it on your lap, and push your elbows out a little bit, and feel song. Feel the subtle balance between tension and relaxation in each part of your body. If your feet are touching the floor, gently grab the floor with your toes. Or think about you're doing that. If your feet are not touching the floor, you can gently stretch your toes just a little bit. Think about raising your thighs and knees. Think about raising your hands and your arms. You're not engaging any muscles. You're just using your yi to activate your chi. And feel this lightness in your body. Feel you are in the void between being and not being. And stay in this fuzzy and distant feeling. Fuzzy, like you're here but not here. Distant, like you're slightly detached, like you're observing yourself from outside of your body. Tuck your chin slightly in. Tip of your tongue gently touching the roof of your mouth, and feel you are so comfortable. Bring your focus to your lower dantian. See the beautiful soft light shining in your lower dantian. Focusing on this light, take 3 gentle deep breaths. As you take deep breath, say the password in your mind. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together. And feel you and the universe are merging together as one. Feel you are going back to the beginning of the universe, or even before this physical universe was formed. Nothing existed then. Everything was pure potential, infinite possibilities. The place of unknown. And that's where we all came from. And notice how that feels to you. And with deep respect and gratitude, ask your master to come and help you. I invite your master to come merge together with you. See your master coming across the sky. And the energetic body of your master is merging together with yours. And feel you are your master. As your master, notice how your body feels. How are you holding your body? Notice how you're holding your mind, your thought, emotions. And feeling your mastered vibration in your body. Notice how you resonate with everything in the universe. Now say in your mind your intention, your goal, or your purpose. You set your E clearly. And feel your E, your message resonate with your body, with your master, and with the whole universe. And feel you are guided and supported in each step of the way. Now gently bring this light up to your heart, to your middle dantian. See the beautiful mist of light shining in your heart. This is the light of your unconditional love. Light of your soul. Feel this light is so pure. Focusing on this light, take 3 gentle deep breaths. Now with each breath, feel this light is getting bigger and bigger. And your whole body is in the light. In this soft, hazy light, feel your physical body is becoming fuzzy and transparent. You can see through every part of your body, like seeing through the mist. Feel how our body is just a collection of energy, and actually is like mist. Scan your body head to toe. Notice how each part of your body is open. And you can see through every part of your body. Observe each part of your body as if you're outside of your body, without judgment. If you notice some blockages or area of concern, you just observe as something you can see through, something that's also open. And as you observe your body like this, feel you are letting go of your attachment to your physical body. As you observe your body like mist, it there but not there. Feel your inner sense of being. Now you scan this inner sense of being. What makes you, you? Notice how our mind, our sense of ourselves, contain a lot of informations, memories, stories, our beliefs, ideas. Emotions. And you observe as if you're outside of yourself. And notice how this information make up who you are. It's actually rather vague. Story can change over years, or maybe you're only looking at one part of a story and not the big picture. What we believe can change too. So as you observe yourself, let go of your attachment to your ego, to your identity. And feel you are here but not here. Now any blockages in your body, whether they are physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, transform into something beautiful. Light, butterflies, or whatever comes to you. Shooting out, going back to the ends of the universe. And feel you are getting lighter and lighter. Feel you are purified and refined, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And your heart is so open. Feel your connection to everything in the universe. You're part of everything, and everything is part of you. Nothing exists on its own. It's all about this connection and relationship. And you are filled with unconditional love for all beings. Feel the constant flow, constant transformation of the universe. You're blessing the whole universe, and the whole universe is blessing you. You and the universe are one. And you surrender yourself to this feeling of oneness. In the feeling of void, feel you are here but not here. You are in between being and not being. And from the void, you go into the emptiness, to the divine Tao. You surrender yourself to this softness. Now this meditation is yours. And this meditation is slowly coming to the end. Gently bring your focus back to your heart and see the beautiful soft light shining in your heart. And see your whole body is in the light. And feel you are completely open, completely balanced. And you are in harmony with the universe. Notice how good you feel in each part of your body. And in this light, say thank you to your Master for all the guidance, for all the healing, and for all the love and blessings. And with deep gratitude, ask your Master to come back and help you again, anytime you need it. And see your Master coming out of your body, and with smile, going back to the ends of the universe. Now gently bring this light down to your lower dantian and see the soft hazy light shining in your lower dantian. And the light is spinning, spinning, spinning as an energy ball. It's spinning faster and faster, getting smaller and smaller. Feel the light is getting condensed into a dan. And you tuck it deep in your lower dantian. And with joy, take 3 gentle deep breaths. And slowly open your eyes and rub your hands together. And massage your face. Okay, cup top of your head. Cup base of your head. Massage your C7. And massage your ears. All right. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. So, there's nothing wrong with working hard, and it's a good, for most part, it's a good thing. But at the same time, how can I work a lot but can approach softly, giving yourself a space, Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, without getting so anxious about, oh, I missed my Qigong practice, something bad gonna happen. Nothing bad gonna happen. Don't be hard on yourself. Sometimes we get lazy, but then all you need to do is just get back on the wagon again and start again, because we can always start again. So let go of that hard belief about black or white. It has to be this or that. It can be this, can be that. And if you have patterns that there is, start meditating on how can I approach the things from a different point of view, from different ways. What other way I can do? Because we get stuck oftentimes. The blockages in our body, even the illness, is our body's way of saying, you gotta change something. Whatever you've been doing, it's been great, but not working anymore. So change. Approach life with flexibility, creativity, and softness. And that's the Qigong way. So everyone, walk soft. Thank you so much, everyone. As always, I love you. I appreciate you. And many, many blessings to you. So until next time, goodbye for now. See you soon.